Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video. And today we're going to take a look at this Tech Supreme Kai free-to-play EZA that just came out on Global. And I actually think they look pretty good. They got some interesting things in their kit. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. So the leader skill is just a 77% lead, free-to-play lead. Probably not going to use that very much, right? Unless you're doing like a EZA area or something where they're required, then they could make a good leader there, right? So then the super attack effect is supreme damage and then raises super class allies attack and defense by 30% for one turn. So the thing I like about this unit that you're going to see in a second is there's a lot of times there's these units that like boost allies attack or whatever. They basically have support as they super attack or if they super in slot 1, but then they can't really defend in slot 1, right? Well, what I like about this unit is they actually design them in a way where they want you to run them in slot 1, which would make sense because then you can put that support passive in slot 1, right? So let's look at the passive and see how they did that. So he gets key +1 and attack and defense 30% per Realm of Gods category ally on the team. So the one bad part here is we are basically locked to Realm of Gods, but then I think if you are running full Realm of Gods, he's actually pretty good, right? So then he has super class allies, key +1 and attack and defense 20%, so like a mini support buff there. This is the part I like. He guards all attacks as the first attacker in the turn. And I did test it, and he does guard before he attacks. So he basically in slot 1 has guaranteed guard, which is very good. It's like Tech Ultimate Gohan, right? He just doesn't have like the stacking defense, but having guaranteed guard is very good in slot 1. And then he recovers 15% HP at the end of the turn in which an attacker is received. So the whole kit is really flowing and working together, right? Because slot 1 says, typically, you're going to get attacked in slot 1, which is going to activate the recover HP. Also, you're going to be guarding in slot 1, so you're going to be taking less damage. And then also, you're going to be supering slot 1, thus supporting the rest of the rotation. So I do really like that setup for him. I do need to fix his hidden potential. I would go all additional on this guy. Because if you proc that, if you double super, I believe that support stacks. So I think if you say super twice, you would do a 60% attack and defense raise, or I don't know, it might multiply in differently, but you would get more than just 30%. So I think having extra additionals could be very good, right? And very lowly link level. I haven't really done much with them yet, right? So getting a Realm of Gods leader, well, the one I wanted is very hard. So I wanted to do double Beerus because then I could get 170% to attack and defense. Could not find a second Beerus, but I do have an Int UI Goku who is realistically, he's probably the best Realm of Gods leader. It's a full 160 lead, and he's really good. Beerus isn't nearly as good as this guy, right? So I do have a friend, UI Goku, so we're only losing 10% attack and defense, so it's pretty much going to be what the Supreme Kai would look like here. So start of turn 1, he's at 175k defense, right? He will get an extra 30% defense on super. And then in this part of the passive, he won't get any additional defense. So his defense isn't the craziest, but with that extra 30%, I mean, he's going to be over 200k defense after attacking with guard. That's going to be good against pretty much most normal attacks in the game, unless you're talking about like Red Zone or maybe like very end of Legendary Vegeta event or something. But I think even in there with guard and 200 plus k defense, I think against normals, you're going to be fine. So we'll see how he's looking here. So he's actually sharing 6 out of 7 with Supreme Opie of time here. So that very good linking partner. So let's see 175k defense. Let's see what the attack stat looks like. The thing with this unit is you need to think of him as kind of like a support utility unit. I don't think his attack stats are going to blow you away, but he is very well supported here. So, okay, about 2.7 mil. So if you're thinking of him more as a support unit, I think 2.7 mil it's okay, right? The thing that I guess is bad about this Supreme Kai is that they want you to run him in slot 1, which means you're running him on rotation. And on most teams, is he what you're going to want to run on rotation, right? Like, I don't know that he is the unit you're going to want to run. Realm of Gods is absolutely stacked, right? Would you rather run Supreme Kai of Time on rotation or a bunch of UI Gokus, right? Or Evolution Blue Vegeta. We've got 2 really good Evolution Blue Vegetas now with the AGL one with the EZA, and then we got the INT one, right? So, like, would you rather do a double UI rotation and then a double Vegeta rotation or run this guy? So, he's just a fun, like, free-to-play, like, tech option you can run. And it's not that you can't float him. Like, you could float him as, like, a 1 key 20% support. But then you're basically just wasting that, you know, all allies attack and defense on super effect, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to float off these the Kibito Kai unit, because they actually also link very well, and that's actually the rotation I want to run, because I think they would be more realistic as a rotation. I could see this rotation being pretty decent though in like Super Battle Road or something, where you've got the Tech Kai in slot 1 guarding, and then in slot 2 you could have this Kibito Kai, who they have a lot of utility in their kit where they can stun and seal, right? So that could be interesting, right? We'll see how they look together on rotation here. We got a nice dodge there. Okay. All right, so this turn's not going to be as good because we got a Beerus floating around. So yeah, 166k defense, so the defense dipping a little bit. Still going to be over 200k defense after supering though, which is decent. We'll attack, and do that. And then we'll attack through. So yeah, Dokkan, you know, I haven't had as much content on my channel for Dokkan just because it's been a little bit slow. I do have another 200% showcase I want to do. I mean, there's several I could do. But I am working on the links for the tech transforming Majin Vegeta, because I do like see myself using him more now because of Int Vegeta. So I kind of want to do like a proper showcase of him. I'm trying to get him full link level 10, but I don't know. I might just do the video tonight, and then put it out later this week. He's not quite there yet, but he's pretty close. Okay, so on this turn, we're going to leave Goku like that. Yeah, we'll just do this. That's fine. I actually don't care if Goku misses a super. That's fine. Goku can miss the super. We're not showcasing him anyways. And then we'll do that. But, so now I've got some videos going out. So we're doing a video on this Tech Kai now. And then there's 2 other free-to-play units. They're Videl and Great Saiyaman units. I'm going to do showcases on them as well. I already did my Super Battle Road run. So yeah, few things coming up. So I'm going to try to keep some Dokkan stuff coming. I know Opera Omnia, it's pretty standard. Like, we get basically 2 events a week with new characters. Or not new characters, but at least like new banners. So I'll definitely be doing content on that. So we're going to keep rolling. I've been really busy lately. So normally I've got my videos stacked up for like a while, but now I basically like ran out. So it's like, all right, I got to start recording some stuff. Okay, so yeah, so here, if I go in the middle slot, we're going to get all 7 links. I don't think Kibito Kai would take him out here. So yeah, 174k defense. So yeah, Kibito Kai I don't think is going to do anything crazy. So we'll do that, we'll do that, and we'll do that. Okay. Let's see what Kibito Kai looks like. Okay, about 1.4 mil. His animation is pretty nice, though. Kibito Kai is actually good. I just don't use him very much. All right, and then Tech Supreme Kai is at about 2.7. So yeah, pretty consistent there. So we're looking, you know, approaching 3 mil. Maybe with a double Beerus lead, you could hit 3 mil. Potentially on a double super, maybe. But yeah, there he is. Pretty basic unit. What we'll do is let's do one more turn. And we're going to try putting him in slot 1. And I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky. I could have taken a scouter with me, I guess. I didn't think of doing that. To try to see what he would tank. But I think we basically know like what units take for damage these days. So just knowing that he guards, I think, is useful, right? So we'll do one more turn. We'll put him in slot 1. Let him guard a little bit. Really pay attention to that to make sure that we see the down arrow before he attacks. But I tested it earlier and it did work. And we've probably seen it in this video, I just didn't point it out, right? But we'll look at that for the next turn here. This physical Beerus, like in a proper setup, can still hit really hard, but his defense just isn't there anymore. So this should be a pretty darn good turn. And yeah, look at this is great. Oh, the bad thing is we've got type advantage already, so I guess we can't test the guard here, but I mean, this would show you, because he's going to always have this in slot 1. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And we'll do that. We'll just make this the last turn. So, you know, he's topping out about 170k defense, 175k. He's going to be over 200k after supering, right? Guarding in slot 1, I think that is where he gets a lot of value, and then supporting the rotation, right? So 2.75. It'd be nice if we get an additional. I only have 13 additional on mine, though. Okay, and then 1.7 for these guys. So that shows you that these guys got the buff, because they were only like 1.4 previously, right? So that extra 30% coming through. Let's look at the AGL West Kai here at the end. I think she can actually hit pretty decent. Okay, 1.6. I mean, for a support unit, I'll take it. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this Tech Supreme Kai. I definitely think he's like good, like decent. I just don't see myself using him because Rama Gods is so stacked and I don't know like where I would slot him in, right? So anyways, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.